Hey guys, I'm super excited today because I have here what is essentially a holy grail doll to me. This is a blommor doll, pardon my Swedish, which is a hand-painted indie PVC doll from China. And these are honestly my favorite dolls. Just aesthetically, they're everything that I love. The concepts of the series, the way that each face is painted, everything, they are just a dream to me. So, with the nature of them being hand painted indie dolls, they are hard to come by. If they are new series, you can get them by pre order from Lula Doll. But if you are into some of the older series, then it is like a wild goose chase. And wow, I didn't think that I would be able to actually have this doll. This is a doll from a bunny series, but there are several blommor bunny series. This one is the series where the dolls have fluffy clothing. I cannot pinpoint when the series was released because no images of it are on the creator Leon's Instagram. So it's kind of a mystery how old this series is actually. I was really fortunate that I got this from TOP Toy Store on AliExpress, which does sell some older models of blommor. I'm not really sure how it works, like they just seem to have some every now and then. And it just so happened that when I was checking the listing that they have, this doll was there. And I couldn't really believe it because I thought that it was actually sold out. So I clicked it and then it actually said, add to cart or buy now. And I wanted her. I was honestly kind of speechless because I didn't think that I would ever see this one available for sale. I've never seen her on Goofish or Idlefish, which is another place where I look for blommor dolls secondhand. From what I've gathered, TOP Toy Store has two listings. One sells secondhand blommor dolls because I've seen the same ones on Goofish or Idlefish, but the other listing has a lot of what seem to be new in box dolls, meaning that, well, I'm not sure if I haven't bought the other listings, but this one actually came in the original outer cardboard box. And on that listing, I saw some other dolls that I wish I could have, but are already sold out, such as the Kitty Party doll, which is like my white whale, even bigger of a holy grail in this one. And some of the Zodiac dolls, like Virgo, which I would love to have because I'm a Virgo, and there's also Capricorn, and some other previous series. Anyway, I will unbox her for you and show her close up, but I also will show her alongside another of the same series that I managed to get last year somehow. This is the doll with pink hair and white clothing, and I was just super lucky to find her at a time when I was searching up these dolls on, once again, Goofish or Idlefish, and I somehow managed to get her. I don't know how I was so lucky, but the one I have right here is the doll that has white hair, pink clothing, and a darker skin tone. And it seems that nowadays, at least in the past couple of years, there haven't been many darker skinned dolls released in the blommor collection. So they are, I feel, becoming less common. I really do hope that more will be released in coming series. The creator Leon has been teasing a new kind of spring series on Instagram, but right now only 2 dolls have been released or revealed. Before I start cutting this up, I'll just show you that it came pretty well protected by TOP Toy Store, so everything should be intact inside. So what I'll do is I will open this up. I will show her from this camera view. And then I'll also do a top-down close-up so you can see her in all her glory, and also show you the other bunny doll that I have. So you can see the blommor logo here. Maybe I can just pull it out of this packaging. So here's the cardboard box, and it says on the front, blommor Blooms Collection. I'm not really sure why it's been taped up. I have some pre-ordered, like brand new blommor dolls that I got from Lula Doll, and they did come in cardboard boxes, but the cardboard boxes were within another bigger cardboard box that was used for shipping them to me. So that's interesting. I mean, it's not the main doll box, so okay. It does seem that it was taped before because there's some sliced open tape here, but then they have taped it shut again here. And I know that some of the tape is actually fresh because I was sent images of the doll unboxed for reference before I was shipped the order, but okay. I'll probably dispose of this box anyway because it's not the main doll box, and my other bunny doll does not have the cardboard box. I think she was just shipped in like bubble wrap and a mailer, honestly. So yeah, it's not a big deal, but just something to point out. Okay, so let's get her out. She is beautiful, I fear. I also want to point out that I believe this is the older box for blommor dolls. The more recent ones I've gotten are in a dark green box. Personally, I like the aesthetic of this one because I love pink, but I mean, I'm not buying the dolls for the boxes, I guess, but they are, I really like this design. You can see the text here, Blooms Collection, blommor, fairies may bring you happiness. I'm not sure if they are supposed to be fairies, like is there actual law about them? I'm not sure. Maybe I should do a deep dive video, but I don't think there's actually that much information about them. I think I know as much as I can gather already, but they do have elf ears, and well, they don't have wings, but maybe they are like fairies or elves. Sorry, my voice just went kind of funny. Anyway, let me take her out of the box for you, and I will also show you some close-ups. So here she is. I love the face of blommor dolls, the way that their eyes are painted and their lips. So as I said, she has fluffy pink clothes. This series has tights, and she has her pink bunny hood down here, but it's not on right now. And she has red shoes. If I compare her to old images I've seen of her online, like not this specific doll, but then like the concept images, if you will, it seems that some of her paint has faded a bit. Like originally, I guess the iris of her eyes were pink, but they kind of faded into white. Not sure if you can see. And also her eyelashes are a bit patchy looking for some reason. But I don't trust myself to do anything about them myself. Maybe I'll do some research and see if there's something I can do. Anyway, I'm going to take her out and put her hood on. Behind her, there's also a card. I guess these are for authenticity. But there are also measurements on the back for reference. I prefer not to restyle blommor dolls because I kind of view them as like a conceptual package, if you will. Like everything has been curated to be exactly like this, if that makes any sense. In contrast with Lika or Lika-chan dolls, I prefer to get the Lika Castle dolls that don't come in clothing, and then I dress them myself. But then since these come with, I guess, a concept in mind, I leave them as they are. So I'm just going to undo these tag things to free her from the box. So here she is, free from the box. Her hair is very fluffy and it feels much nicer than the one I have, the pink haired one. That one's hair felt kind of crispy. It's like it has a bunch of product in it, but this one does not feel like gelled and gross. So here is her bunny hood, and you just need to tie it under her chin. I'll do that for you in a moment. I had a hard time tying it for some reason, so you're just going to look at her with it on already. I'll just show you the box design first so you can see the illustrations. So here is the doll. She has a pair of red heels. And I'll do some close-ups for you. Here is her face with her hand-painted makeup. If you look closely enough, I'm not sure if it picks up on camera, but you can actually see the texture of the paint strokes in the white areas of her eyes. But again, like I said, the iris, or like the ring around the purple of her eyes, was originally supposed to be pink, so I feel that the paint has faded over time, which is a shame. And I think that her lower eyelashes are supposed to be all pink, but they seem to have faded as well. But I haven't noticed any fading on the other doll. Here they are side by side. So you can see that the lower eyelashes of this doll are all red, but then they're kind of patchy on this doll. If I'm being honest though, I prefer the eyes of this one and also the gradient lips. And if I show you her hair, it is nice and soft and fluffy. But as I mentioned earlier, this one is kind of crispy, like there's gel on it. So I might have to give it a wash if I'm feeling brave. But yeah, the feeling is different. Here is her outfit, and you can compare with the white one here. The pink one seems to have finer fluff, I guess. Like this one looks more like Sherpa. And this one is giving more like a furry feeling. So I think it's just different material. And then they both have these red shoes and white tights. Here are the girls side by side again. Actually, I'm super happy that I have these two in particular because we have, I guess, a good coordination. Like the white clothing here with the white hair over here, pink clothing here, pink hair over here. They look really nice together. There is one more from this series that I wish I could have, but I haven't seen her anywhere for sale. She has a kind of hot pink hair color and black clothing. Maybe one day she'll appear. I also want to mention as well that these two have the same face version. I'm not really sure how to refer to it as, but basically with blommor dolls there are 3 different faces typically. There is Lucy, who has a mole under one eye and cat eye eyeliner. And then there's Vivian, who has an open mouth or like parted lips. And then this is Adora, who has none of the other things, like no mole, no open lips. So they have the same face style or version. I'll just give you some more shots of her because she is really pretty. Oh yes, for articulation, their heads do move. So it's kind of cute to make her tilt her head like this. And arms do move up and down. They have the ability to kind of bend, but they're not articulated at the elbows. You can bend them a bit if you want. I prefer not to bend them. And the legs also move up and down. I guess they can go into a 90-degree angle, but the knees don't have any articulation, and they're not bendy knees like Lika dolls, and they don't have snap knees like, for example, RGG dolls. RGG though, I did pre-order one of the basic dolls from this year's release. It's supposed to come in May maybe, but yeah, it's actually not RGG. I got BGG. I think it's Rosewood Shimmer. But as you can tell, I really like blommor dolls, and I'm excited to see what new series there'll be. I'm still waiting to see what other models get revealed in the new spring series, so we'll see if I'm interested in any of them, but yeah, these two and this series I love. That's all for today, so thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in these dolls, then I actually have another video coming up because my pre-order of the preserved fruit series is coming, so I will most likely film an unboxing because I'm super into that series too. The dolls are wearing cheongsam or keipo, so I love that style, so I'm very excited for them to arrive. But in the meantime, yeah, thanks for watching and goodbye from me and the girls.